As we wrap up spring, I imagine there's some questions. You know, we have had some injuries that set us back a little bit, but the positive is those are injuries where we're anticipating they would way back here, but actually back for summer training, which is also key. So I'd rather just answer any questions.
Open up far left, Rusty.
Hey, Urban, how have the young guys done, in particular new guys that haven't been a part of the program before now?
The guys that are in the rotation already are Curtis Samuel. I don't want to say that's shocking, but especially at tailback, because I thought he'd be more of a wide receiver slash guy, and I think eventually he might, but he's legitimate running the ball. Had another good day today. Raekwon McMillan's officially in the mix. Both those two kids, unless there's something unforeseen happen, they'll both play. The kicker actually hit a long one. Burger, I just called the kicker. And then who else we got? Marcellus isn't quite ready yet, but he's had a decent spring. Trout's not ready yet.
Dixon?
Johnny Dixon's in the rotation. Yeah, he just his is more. It's a little fast for him, but he's certainly give a good effort and has the ability to play next year.
Far left, Matt.
You told us about how much you value the spring game and everything, just to get guys and see how they do in front of the crowd. How much weight do you, the staff, put into it, into what you see on Saturday?
A lot.
Is it more than a regular practice, or is it just, you know?
Oh yeah. I just, once again, I just, there's so much, to say another practice, it's, I hope it's 106,000. I don't think it probably will be, but I'd love to see a great crowd out there because we appreciate that. We try to do that with the students. We're going to have some fun at the thing, but I want to see our wide receivers. I want to see we'll throw the ball a lot, and I want to see who can stand up and go make a play in front of the crowd. And I've had players that are really fast, really athletic, and have great skill that just can't get it done when the lights are on. And then I have had others that that's when it's their time. So that's why I get a lot of evaluation, we'll grade the tape, and I want to see who's going to make plays.
Front row, Todd.
Urban, give us an update at running back and kind of what the pecking order right now is. You said you're going to throw the ball a lot, but that seems like to be a position that you need to have something settled coming out of spring there.
Yeah, it's we don't have we have a rotation of guys, and those guys would be Ezekiel Elliott, Briante Dunn, Rod Smith. He didn't practice again today. He's got some academic things he has to take care of. I mean, it's not suspension or anything. He's in a tough load right now. He's going to pass these three classes, and then he got Curtis Samuel, and Warrenball's a little bit behind those guys.
And the other guy, we haven't heard a whole lot about Jamal Marcus. I mean, he seemed to have a really great bowl game.
He hasn't. He practiced the first half, and he's struggling academically too. So we pulled him out. Just take care of business.
Front row, Bill.
Could you assess the progress of Cardale and what you want to see from him on Saturday?
Completely different player than he was. Still not ready to take it. But I mean, completely different. I don't know if you guys got to witness it yet. Just completely different player. A very functional guy that cares, tries to lead. It's all, it's hard to believe. I think he's like 21 or something, 22 years old. He's 14 going on 22. But I'm really pleased with where he's at right now.
In terms of what you want to see on the field from him, in terms of passing, learning the offense, whatever, how's he doing?
Very good. Very good. I mean, once again, I think it's a very delayed, very good. If that makes sense. We should have been having this conversation 2 years ago, but we haven't. That's fine. At least he's making the step. And when I say that, I think I brought that up the other day too. It's his academic grade is a 9 every time. I mean, just kind of growing on, which we do attitude effort grade every week, and he's a 9 almost every week.
Front row, Tim.
Yeah, a couple. Urban, number one, format on Saturday. Have you settled in on that? And I'm just interested in whether like you keep a whole number one offensive line together, for example.
We'll try. We draft. We'll come tomorrow and draft. And then, but you don't want complete opposite mismatches. So good against good, certainly in the lines. And who's going to be the head coach? We have Stan Drayton, I believe, and Kerry Combs, right? Have I released that to you?
You have not.
I believe that's. We'll release all this tomorrow for you.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. We draft teams and we'll go play. make play. 10-minute quarters, no kickoff, no punt. No kickoff return, and punt, fair catch it, like we've done.
And another thing, kicker-wise, you kind of touched on a minute ago. I guess Norman had a pretty good kick today, or Nuremberger.
Well, Kyle
But-
Clinton's right in there too.
Yeah, I was going to say. I mean, do you feel? What is your sense of your kicking situation? You've had Basil for a couple of years now. Do you sense?
I miss Basil. He's a great player, great kid.
But is Clinton like the leader coming out of the spring right now? Do you think? Or
It's very close, but I'd probably give him a little bit of the edge. And I have not. I'm going to go through all that after.
Yeah.
Been so busy after spring.
Front row, Austin.
Urban, was there something that you expected to see this spring that you have not seen at this point?
Good question. And yeah, I just when you find out Braxton's out, Hiram's out, Jalen Marshall's out, I just thought that would be more dynamic with the skill. Although we're faster than we've been at skill spots, but you throw those guys in there, that's pretty much more dynamic on offense. So. But other than that, no, I wanted to see improvement and focus on pass defense. I have, and that was the biggest thing.
What about the inverse then? Something that exceeded expectations?
Exceeded?
Yeah. Nothing. Standards are too high.
Middle, Ari.
Just mentioned that Johnny Dixon is now in the mix, and you have guys that you can rely on, a wide receiver, Devin Smith, Evan Spencer in the fall when he comes back, but there's like a handful of younger guys or guys that don't have much experience, like Corey Smith, Michael Thomas. What do you want to see out of those guys? Because there's going to be
Corey
a third
Smith,
that-
that's a good question. Corey Smith, Michael Thomas needed to make improvement. They have. They're certainly in the rotation this year. I'm trying to think of any other ones.
Those two seem like the
Those are the
biggest
two that
ones.
have
that
the
are-
ability to go
but
play.
they're directly competing against each other to try to get to that third, or I mean, do you feel like all?
Well,
of
here's the
them-
thing I told them, and this is something to think about, that to witness next fall is, I've had some, I've had Chip Kelly here and Shiano here on some guys I trust. I have them kind of look at our players and I chat with them afterwards. The comment, Nick Vanette's one of the most improved players on our team. I think you know how I feel about Hireman. So those two will be on the field. We got some other really good skill, Dontre, maybe number 4, maybe number 15. So the other wideouts, so there's only 1 or 2 spots left. We don't have to play 4 wideouts.
Well,
We're going to
it's-
play with the top players.
found it kind of interesting that Tom Herman said that Corey Smith is one of the most athletic players on the team that he's seen. I mean, is he kind of making a step or done anything to make you think that he has to be on the field as well?
Yeah, he's just got to play. Yeah, he's very athletic, and he's had a decent spring.
Back row right, Clay.
Marcus Ball and Cardell kind of indicated in interviews that they were on the verge of getting the boot out of here.
Marcus Ball,
Marcus Ball, the tight end,
yeah, he should be getting interviewed.
he what?
He got interviewed? Yeah, he's not allowed to talk to me, that's my fault.
That's my fault, Coach.
Yeah.
I picked this up through the grapevine. I didn't talk to him, but have those two been kind of scared straight?
Who was it? Marcus and who else?
And Cardell said he was been,
Cardell's fine. Cardell is just 12 going on 22. Marcus had some issues. So yeah, he's 1 foot in, 1 foot out right now. His effort's been really good. He's trying to do things the right way, but to say he's out of the woods, no.
He's not out of
Yeah,
the
he
woods.
should. That's my fault. Don't do that. Yeah. You got to earn the right to talk to you guys, and he hasn't earned that right.
Back row, Lori.
Looking back at Saturday, what stood out about Student Appreciation Day?
Awesome day. I love our students. I think we got as good a student body as there is in America. They had a ball, and I don't know how many programs could really do that. And we raced, and I loved it. I could have stayed out there all day with them. So it was a great day. I think we were open.
Yeah.
That was a cool day, man.
All right, final question, final two. Steve?
Yeah, Coach. Eli Apple, we got to see on Saturday, had such
Another
a
good one today.
okay. To pull him up there, take his black stripe off. Is it unusual in your format of doing this that a lot of guys carry that over to the following spring? And just talk about maybe how well he did and how many guys still have that.
Some of the guys that don't play very good and haven't earned it, those are the ones. So the fortunate thing is Eli Apple got his black stripe off. The negative is it took him. You shouldn't do that.
To the 9th month.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that. So Worley has had an excellent spring. So his coach called him out today, and we do a little circle drill. And if you win it, you get it off. He didn't win it, so he's going to see if he can get it off in August. a lot of fun with that.
Final question. Kevin?
Have a great day.
But Apple, just real quick, but Apple, is he suddenly,
Yeah.
I mean,
so the next-
we got to watch him up close on Saturday. Is he one of those guys who's just having a huge spring? I mean,
Yeah.
suddenly having a huge spring. What does that do
Suddenly.
for you, I guess? I mean,
Well, it gives it necessary depth. I mean, you know, 'cause you got Marshawn Lattimore coming in, and you got Damon Webb.
yeah.
We just don't have, you know, you should have, we're about 3 down. Because we moved Cameron Burrows inside, so we're a little bit thin at corner right now. Burrows left early, so we're a little thin. But we need him, especially with the style of defense we're playing.
Coach,
Thanks, guys.
When does John,
Thanks, Rick.
Coach, when does John